It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jets and the Aviators, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Aviators of Anchorage. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Ooh, a juke. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
And he completes it to Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Again, Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 58 yards. wins. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Cook running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
And a loose football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is power.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Let's go. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Aviators are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after is good. And we are tied at 14. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Caught by Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown! Chris Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down. Here we go, set.
A give running right is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again is Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
At the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now For the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now Hunt on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New York ready to go again offensively. On first down, Cody. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
On 1st and 10, Cody throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Back look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Cody. This pass complete to Melton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Looking to throw. Cody. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cody. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Still going.
And down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Cody. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Abanikanda will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. give now to Abanikanda. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Israel Abanikanda with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And space tough to come by there, as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So the Jets now down by 4. 2:21 the time left. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cody looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Cody, he's going to let it fly.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's back to throw. Once again, Rucker.
Remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try to push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game.